Picture this, you return home early from work, carrying ginger tea for your pregnant girlfriend who's been having rough mornings. You open the bedroom door, expecting to find her resting. Instead, there's a stranger in your bed. In that frozen moment, your entire future changes. What follows is a raw journey through betrayal, paternity questions, and ultimately finding strength you never knew you possessed. This isn't just another cheating story. It's about rebuilding when your world collapses and discovering that sometimes the life you never planned becomes the one that saves you. Hey everyone, welcome to X by X Confidential, where we share stories of love, loss, and everything in between. I want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you. If you're finding value in these videos, please hit subscribe. Now, let's get into today's powerful story of betrayal, resilience, and unexpected new beginnings. I never thought I'd be posting here, but I need to get this off my chest. I, 28 male, found out my girlfriend, 26 female of 3 years, was cheating on me this morning. She's 12 weeks pregnant. What makes this worse is I found out by walking into our bedroom in our Denver apartment and seeing another man in our bed. Yeah, I know, couldn't make this shit up if I tried. I'd gone to work early today. I'm in construction, and we had an important pour scheduled. The superintendent called at the last minute saying it was delayed until noon because of equipment issues. So I decided to head back home to grab breakfast with my girlfriend. She's been having rough mornings with the pregnancy, and I thought it would be nice to bring her some ginger tea and crackers. When I opened the bedroom door, there he was, some dude I'd never seen before, sleeping right next to her. I just stood there for what felt like forever, but was probably only a few seconds. My brain couldn't process what I was seeing. They were both asleep, so I just left, didn't say a word, just grabbed my keys and walked out. I've been sitting in my truck at a park for the last 3 hours. My phone keeps buzzing with texts from her, but I can't even look at them. All I can think is this even my kid? We were so happy when we found out about the pregnancy. I was already planning how to propose, looking at rings. Now I feel empty. I know I should be angry, but right now I'm just numb. I can't stop picturing them together. I keep wondering how long this has been going on. Was she seeing him before she got pregnant? What kind of person cheats when they're carrying a baby? My brother keeps calling. I finally picked up and told him what happened. He wants me to come stay with him. Says I shouldn't be alone right now. He's probably right. I just don't want to face anyone. I feel like such a fool. Everyone's going to know I got cheated on, and they might not even be my child. I called my parents too. My mom cried. My dad just kept saying I need to get a lawyer and a paternity test. He's right, but the thought of having to do that makes me sick to my stomach. I've been reading posts on this sub for the last hour. Never thought I'd be one of these stories. The worst part is not knowing what to do next. Do I confront her? Do I just ghost her completely? Do I wait until I know if the baby is mine? Some of you have gone through this. What should I do? I know I need to get a paternity test, but should I talk to her first? Should I just have my brother go get my stuff from the apartment? I can't imagine facing her right now. Edit, thank you all for the support. I'm heading to my brother's place now. I'll update when I can think straight. Update first. Thank you everyone for all the advice and support. This community has been a lifeline when I felt like I was drowning. I spent the first 2 days at my brother's place, barely eating or sleeping. I finally decided I needed to face this head on. I texted her that I was coming to get some of my things and that we needed to talk. She sent a flood of messages saying she could explain that it wasn't what it looked like. Classic, right? Walking back into our apartment was one of the hardest things I've ever done. She started crying the moment I walked in, said it was just one mistake and that the guy meant nothing to her. When I asked how long it had been going on, she claimed it was the first time. But her story kept changing. First, she said they met at a prenatal yoga class. Then it was through a friend. Red flags everywhere. I stayed calm, which seemed to upset her more. I think she expected me to yell or beg her to explain. Instead, I just told her I needed a paternity test. That's when things got ugly. She screamed that I was heartless, that of course the baby was mine. How could I even question it? The tears turned to anger real quick. I've consulted with a lawyer. He advised me not to sign anything or make any formal acknowledgments about the baby until paternity is established. In Colorado, if we're not married, I need to establish paternity legally to have any rights to the child. But I also need to protect myself if the baby isn't mine. The worst part is the waiting. The doctor said we can do a non-invasive prenatal paternity test now, but it's expensive and not covered by insurance. Worth every penny though. We have an appointment next week. My family has been incredible through all this. My brother lets me vent when I need to. My parents keep checking in. Even my coworkers have stepped up, covering shifts when I needed time off. She keeps texting, alternating between apologies and accusations that I'm being cruel by not giving her a chance to explain. Her mom called me yesterday, said I need to man up and support my girlfriend during her pregnancy regardless of what happened. I hung up on her. I'm not making any permanent decisions until I know if this is my child. If it is, I'll be there for my kid 100%. But our relationship? That's over. The trust is gone. I can't look at her without seeing them together in our bed. Some moments I feel almost okay, like I can handle this. Other times, I'm hit with this wave of grief for the future I thought we were building. The house we talked about buying, the family we planned, all gone now. Edit, appointment for paternity test set for Tuesday, will update. Edit 2, thank you for all the advice about documenting everything. I've started keeping a journal of all our communications. Got the results. The baby is mine. I've spent the last 2 days processing this. Part of me was hoping for a clean break. Now I'm facing 18 plus years of being connected to someone who betrayed me in the worst way. The lawyer helped me understand my options. We're drafting a co-parenting plan that will be ready when the baby arrives. I'm pushing for 50/50 custody once the baby is old enough. Until then, I'll have regular visitation. It's surreal planning visits for a child that isn't even born yet. I'm moving into my own place next week. Found a 1-bedroom not far from where we lived. I want to stay close for when the baby comes. My brother helped me find furniture. Setting up a nursery with a broken heart wasn't on my life plan, but here we are. She's still trying to fix things between us. Sent me a long email about how she made one mistake and doesn't want our baby growing up in a broken home. I didn't respond. Some wounds don't heal. Update 3 weeks later, she had her 20-week scan yesterday. It's a boy. I went to the appointment but kept my distance. Seeing the baby on the screen made this all real in a way it wasn't before. That's my son. Despite everything, I felt this surge of protectiveness. After the appointment, she tried again to talk about reconciliation. I finally told her clearly, we're done romantically, but I'm committed to being a good father and respectful co-parent. She cried, but I think she's starting to accept reality. Update, baby William was born yesterday, 7 pounds, 8 ounces, healthy and perfect. Holding him for the first time, I can't even describe it. All the pain of the last few months faded away for a moment. That painful morning when I found her with someone else led me here, to this life I never expected but now wouldn't trade for anything. This journey taught me that healing isn't linear. There are still hard days, but there's life after betrayal. There's joy after pain. And sometimes the best parts of your story come after what you thought was the end. That brings us to the end of today's story, a journey from devastating betrayal to finding strength and purpose through fatherhood. I want to thank you all for listening and being part of this community where we can share these deeply personal experiences. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe to X by X Confidential for more stories that might help you navigate your own path. Don't forget to turn on notifications by clicking that bell icon so you know when we post new content. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever had to rebuild your life after betrayal? What helped you find healing? Or if you're still in the midst of that journey, what's giving you hope right now? Thank you again for watching, and remember, sometimes the most beautiful chapters of our lives come after what we thought was the end. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.